What's going on, everybody? Trailblazer891 here, and I want to welcome you back to another Destiny video. This video, we're going to be talking about the upcoming DLC House of Wolves. Now, this DLC will be the second DLC for Destiny, and before we get going in this video, let me get one thing straight right off the bat. Nothing that we're going to discuss here has been confirmed by Bungie yet, but some of the information is from a Reddit user named MegamanExe4, who claims he has discovered information within the code files of Destiny. So that's where we're getting most of this information from. First of all, there was a leak earlier this year that led us to believe that we would get the House of Wolves at some point during the month of March. Well, according to MegamanExe4, the DLC will be released on May 19th. This is quite a bit later than we had originally thought, which I think is a good thing. It gives Bungie the opportunity to iron out some of the issues before its release. There's also a description for the DLC within their files that read, "The Queen's Fallen have purchased their freedom with awoken blood. Hunt down the traitors, and your debt to the Queen will be paid." It looks as though we finally get into the Reef, which has been off limits up to this point since the release of the game. If the Queen has been betrayed by her fallen guards, this should make for a very good storyline. I'm also curious to see how the Queen's brother plays into this, because as you remember in the mission Eye of the Gate Lord, there seemed to be some sort of difference in opinion on how things should be handled between the Queen and her brother. So I'll look forward to several new missions with this DLC. I would also assume that after you complete the basic storyline, the individual missions, that there'll be several bounties that you have to complete before you can run the strike like they did with the Dark Below DLC. Speaking of the strike will be called Traitor's Catch. It looks like you're going to have to head to the moon and defeat an infamous fallen walker to complete that strike. There will also be a level 28 strike playlist called Vanguard Viper, and the weekly Nightfall cap will be moved to level 32. There will also be several new Crucible maps to complete in as well. Along with all that, there will certainly be lots of new weapons and gear for everyone to try to get their hands on. When we look at some of the images for the weapons, you can see that they all start with 300 damage, 30 light value. I would assume that going forward, this is going to be the standard baseline for all new weapons that are released in any type of DLC in the future. There's also a large selection of armor for the Guardians to get their hands on, and you'll have plenty of stuff to choose from. So there you have it. That's some of the unconfirmed information that we have on House of Wolves at the moment. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you'd like to keep getting videos, hit the subscribe button. And as always, I'll catch you next time.